to the mess hall. So if you haven't caught on already, we're pretty big on fundamentals here at the Academy. Now, what we're going to be doing today is going through some really basic things that you should have on stock at all times. Okay, now these are going to be things that they're not diet per se. Okay, there is no diet here, guys. This is the way that you eat now. Okay, this is your lifestyle. Okay, the way that you eat your food. So we're going to be going through a couple of key fundamentals, as I said, that you'll have on stock all the time. First thing is a slow cooker. Okay, now if you're in Australia, I know you can pick these up for dirt cheap at places like Kmart. You can get them for 20 bucks. Okay, I actually had about 4 or 5 going on my kitchen top at one point early 2016 when I had my own food prep company. I saw there was a lot of these companies coming into the market, addressing a very important need that consumers were demanding because they knew that they had to get healthy, but they were time poor, and not only that, but didn't really value food, didn't really value it enough to go and actually make their own food, right? So all these companies would pop up, but they were able to sell their meals for under $10. I couldn't actually produce my meals for less than $12.50, and that's because I was insistent that absolutely everything was organic. Okay, because that's part of my core beliefs and part of what we believe at the Academy. Because, as I said before, guys, food is not just fuel. Food will become you at one stage. So you want to be making sure that you get the best possible food available. But again, adhering to the 90-10 rule. All right, so slow cooker, okay, it's going to really help just with everything. You'll be able to make your bone broth with this, which we'll do in the next video. And you'll also be able to just prepare nutritious, delicious meals at the flick of a switch. You'll be able to, the night before, prep something like a roast lamb or some pulled pork or something, and in the morning, flick on the switch and come back at home after a hard day's work to a house full of beautiful smelling roast lamb, and then be able to just pull it apart with some forks and get right into it. It's absolutely awesome, guys. And not only is it delicious, but it will be nutritious for you as well, because the slow process of cooking it helps to break down the tissue a lot slower, keeping all the nutrients and proteins intact. Okay, so the slow cooker. Next thing you want is a omega-3 supplement. Okay, so a high quality wild caught cod liver oil. Okay, or if you can't do the fishy taste, okay, you can go for Udo's 369 blend. This is sourced from vegetable fats. It's just got quite a nutty flavor. It's quite nice, actually. Now, a note on this stuff, guys, make sure you're forking out something. That is 50 bucks, okay? If you are spending like $20 for a big bucket of like 2,000 capsules, you're getting shit, okay? Because remember, guys, like I said before, the food that you eat will have been eating something beforehand, and ultimately you will eat that food. Okay, so if you're sourcing fish oils that are being sourced from fish that have been kept in pens, have been fed pellets from grain, okay, chances are good that you're getting subpar nutrition. Okay, because think of it like this, right? When was the last time you saw a cod get out of the water and jump the fence to go into a cornfield? Yeah. Fish are not supposed to be eating grain, okay? That's just one example for you. The same thing can be said for cows. When was the last time you saw a cow jump the fence and go and peel off a piece of corn? Doesn't happen, right? It's not meant to happen. Just the same as with humans. We're not meant to eat a lot of the things that are available to us, and it's no wonder why we're getting sick. Anyway, I digress. So, recapping so far, slow cooker, omega-3, 6-9 oils. With these as well, guys, the reason why you want this is because this helps to increase the permeability of the cell membrane. And all that means is it allows nutrients to flow a lot more freely in and out of the cell, okay? It just basically means that your body's going to be better at circulating energy, getting rid of waste, making energy, and you're just going to feel like this really clean, filtrated system, which is what we want. Another basic you want to have on hand, apple cider vinegar, okay? Absolute must, guys. You can use this obviously to drink straight away, and you're going to combine that with a blend of cinnamon and cayenne pepper, okay? The cinnamon and cayenne pepper, first thing in the morning when you have this diluted in a cup of water, is going to help with pepping up your nervous system. If we look at Eastern medicine, Eastern philosophy, peppers and spices, they're really good at jacking up your nervous system, but without the sort of side effects that we can sometimes get from caffeine and things like that. Apple cider vinegar is fantastic for staving off parasites and fungal infections, improving insulin sensitivity, so warding off things like diabetes. And it's also really good for helping to produce hydrochloric acid in your stomach, so that you'll break down food, proteins, fats, carbohydrates a lot better when you do ingest them. Okay. Another good one to have on hand, guys, is a B12 supplement. If you're a hard-working dude, which I know you are, this is going to be really good for you, okay? First thing in the morning, it's going to help to give your nervous system, again, a nice pep up, but it'll be nice and sustained, okay? Magnesium, this is your best friend before bed on an empty stomach, okay? For two main reasons. One is it's going to help to calm you down. The second one is that it's going to help to increase your alkalinity in your blood, okay? If your blood pH drops too low, you start to become acidic, and what happens then is that when you become acidic, what's happening is that your cells are having to work overtime to actually break down energy, and the byproduct of that is lactic acid. And if there's too much lactic acid in the bloodstream, that can then start to cause what's known as a hypoxia state, which just means absence of oxygen. If that happens, cells start to die and they stop being able to produce ATP, which is the body's main energy source, okay? And if that happens, well, you're going to not have much energy available to you. You're going to start feeling shit, and that can then obviously work its way up to the brain. You'll start to turn on an anxiety response and get depressed and blah, blah, blah. Okay, starting to see how it's not just so black and white. Everything's interrelated, okay? But again, don't freak out. Just have these basics on standby and you'll be sweet, all right? Tyrosine, really good one for first thing in the morning and around lunchtime as well. This is very nourishing for your adrenal glands, which help to produce adrenaline, so help you to get shit done. So taking that first thing in the morning and before you work out is a really good one, without, again, having that super, super high and then the crash that you can sometimes get with pre-workouts and caffeine. And also having a good green supplement on standby. This one I got from the Inner Origin platform. You can get a lot of your foods and supplements from that platform, the link below, guys, the Inner Origin link. And this one, like, you can get a pretty basic one, okay? The main things you want to make sure is that it's organic, and also make sure it's organic, all right? So this one is a bit more comprehensive, okay? Really fantastic formula though. And what I'd recommend, guys, is actually combining that with that. And the reason for that is because your greens is going to have a lot of fat-soluble vitamins and minerals in there, and all that means is that they'll be better absorbed and digested if they actually go together with a fat, okay? So guys, one other thing, and this is the duck's nuts, all right? Collagen hydrolysate. You can forget your whey-based protein products, okay? There are some good ones out in the market, but for most people, they do more harm than good. This is really fantastic stuff, okay? Collagen has a higher affinity for connective tissue, joints, ligaments, bones, and also the lining of your intestinal wall. So it's not just good for building muscle, it's also really good for helping to improve the integrity of your joints, okay? So if you suffer with joint pain and things like that, really, really good, and fantastic for the first phase of your detox as well. Part of the reason why we do a detox is to help clean out your system and to really help to patch up the wall of your intestine. If you have what's known as leaky gut syndrome, that literally means that you've got holes in your intestinal wall, and that means that pathogens, bad bugs basically, have the ability to pass freely in and out, okay? And here's the thing, so long as something is actually in your intestine or your digestive tract, which goes from mouth to anus, okay, it's technically still outside of your body because it's still being digested and assimilated and absorbed, right? But if you've got holes in your stomach, well, then you can get undigested food particles that pass freely into your bloodstream, and that can cause a whole host of other issues, which we do not want to get into, okay? So having that, as well as the nutrients that are found in the Trio Cleanse Pack, is really going to help to patch up the gut, and then we're going to be able to really nourish the gut with some really good nutrients. It's going to help to let the natural bacteria flourish in there, and that will then, of course, improve your energy and your body's ability to absorb nutrients, okay? So, just recapping, guys, the slow cooker, a good green supplement, good omega-3 supplement, okay? I tend to cycle between vegetable and fish oil based. Apple cider vinegar and cinnamon and cayenne pepper, okay? Vitamin B12, magnesium and tyrosine, all right? And collagen hydrolysate, okay guys? Those are foundational elements that are going to be a part of your everyday moving forward. All right, I'll see you in the next video.